My favorite thing about cosplaying is probably the LARP that comes with cosplaying. I don't think that it makes any sense to cosplay if you're not going to at least act like the character a little bit. It's really easy to make friends that way at anime conventions by LARPing with characters that are from the same anime that you're cosplaying from. So that's in its own a really awesome thing about cosplay that really sucks you in and makes it an addictive thing. It's a very easy social tool to use to get friends really quick, and a lot of them. As for cosplay pet peeves, my one in my original video, if you had seen it, still stands. Hairlines just drive me absolutely insane. If I see somebody wandering around, you know, cosplaying as Naruto and their brown hair is sticking out underneath their wig, I just fucking want to like projectile vomit all over the place because it just drives me up the fucking wall. Usually I'll tell people, fix your wig. It's like shit. Because I'm just such a nice person. But that's probably the worst thing that you could do to tick me off with a cosplay, you know, peeve. I have a couple others that kind of stand in the same area, so I might as well go ahead and explain them. Other things that drive me insane is when people actually don't even have wigs. You know, if somebody's cosplaying as, I'll just fucking say Germany, and they have brown hair or, you know, dark blonde or something, or like it's long. What the hell? Dude, seriously, get a wig, do your hair, do something, because even one of the shitty Germany wigs you can buy off eBay would look better than that, because it's, no, just please. And especially when I see, like, you know, if you're into Naruto, if you see a Sakura running around and she has brown hair, what? Why? Don't cosplay as her if you're going to do that. Cosplay someone with brown hair if you don't want to dye your hair or get a wig. Seriously. It saves us all the eyesore, so please, don't do that. Other pet peeves that I have, one of them is if you're a female and you're going to crossplay, if you have obvious chest appendages, bind it. If you're gonna crossplay, you know, if you're not going to put in the motivation to try to make yourself look male, don't cosplay as a male, and don't give me that, oh, it's gender bend. I actually hate gender bend. I do not like gender bend. I hate it with a passion, because it's not the original character that you're cosplaying as. You're making a completely different character, because that would never happen in the actual, you know, story. The only one that's an exception to that is just the one character, Naruto, not the anime, just that character, because he has that ability and jutsu. True, Kakashi can use it, but him, Kakashi, and wow, I haven't Naruto for so long I fucking forget his name, the little brat. They're the Konohamaru, yeah. They're the only ones that have ever used it in the anime. So that's the only exception that I can, you know, see. Unless, you know, you're cosplaying from Black Butler and you're going to be CL, you know, that happened in the anime, manga, whatever. So that's okay. If you're cosplaying as a male character, please try to bind, and don't give me that, my boobs are too big, it's not comfortable. Honey, I bind. I have size 38 double Ds. It is very uncomfortable, but I do it anyways because I'm actually dedicated to my cosplays. No, it doesn't look professional, but it looks better than it would if I wasn't binding. The last question this cosplay tag asks is telling you guys about my most recent cosplay. I don't know if that means that they want to know about the ones that I'm working on now, or the one that I'm wearing, because the tag tells you to wear your most recent cosplay. So, if that's the case, I'm just going to go ahead and tell you about the one I'm wearing, since I have like 5 million that I'm working on right now. If any of you have not ever seen Hetalia, but for some reason are watching this out of pure boredom, I'm cosplaying as Soviet Russia from an anime called Hetalia. It's a personified version of a country, Russia. Dude, Ivan Berginsky is his name. I'm pretty sure that anybody watching this, unless you're like a tiny little kid, is familiar with like Cold War Soviet shit. So you can kind of see that it looks like Soviet. I didn't use an actual Soviet design per se when I made this. I kind of just went crazy. The coat I did not make personally. I modified the hell out of it though. The rest of the shit on here, like I some of it I just tossed together, some of it I made, other shit I bought. It's really just one giant fuck pile of mess that turned out looking kind of cool. I just always liked the way the Soviet stuff looked. When I got this jacket, it just had plain black buttons on it, and it had some spots that had, you know, it was just kind of, but as you can see, I had changed them to gold buttons because those look better, and I made the belt that goes around. It's actually connected permanently to the actual belt that goes around my waist. The shoulder ranks I made by myself. Didn't even see those. But I made those. I made my scarf, which... This one? No. On this side. Which I actually have my hammer and sickle on the back of it. Yay! But underneath it I have like a really dark green, you can even tell, shirt with... Because I don't know how to tie a tie, it's a clip-on. But the award that I have on the front, that's a genuine Soviet medal from the Cold War. I got it on eBay. I fought for months and months and months on multiple different auctions to get it as cheap as I could, and let's just say I got it for only about less than a quarter of what it's actually worth, so that was kind of cool. The hat is not genuine. The hat I actually got from a costume shop by chance. I actually found one that looked nice and didn't look like a piece of shit. But the emblem on it is actually genuine. Those actually aren't that expensive. They have them on eBay brand new. That one is not a antique, but they only cost like $7, and usually there's no shipping charge on the ones that I work on. The other stuff that I got for this cosplay, the belt buckle is actually genuine, as well as the medal. I'm not sure which one's older. I think the belt buckle might be a little bit older. It's from the Cold War. I had to actually modify a belt because they had specific style belts for those over in Russia, and I had to actually research it to find how it was supposed to be worn, but that's not so shiny. It looked really kind of crappy when I first got it because it was really, really tarnished, so it almost looked like it had like dirt shit all over it. I don't know if I actually had shit on it. If it had shit on it, that's kind of gross. And I'm kind of glad I washed it. But I think I actually got that for cheaper than I should have as well. I found it in an antique market, and it was in a case with a whole bunch of Nazi shit, and I was just like,